difficult is it right now to stay positive when you're not winning the way you guys aren't winning?
It's tough, but I mean, at this point, it's just look at the little things that we can do to get better every day. I think our bats were better today, so as long as we can stay competitive and at least give ourselves a chance to win, help us out mentally.
With so many guys, not everyday players anymore. They're, Elvis and Rugi and, Chu's out there still, as the elder statesman, but you look around and you're one of the older guys with more experience than a lot of guys out there. Do you feel a need to kind of step up more in that regard?
Yeah. When I came up, the guys like Elvis, Rugi, the older guys were there for me. So as new guys come up and new guys start playing a little more, then I'm going to have to be there and be there for them the way the older guys were there for me. So just kind of a domino effect. And, it's time for us to step up.
Have you figured out kind of how to approach this? It's not like you were, knew this was going to be your role coming into this season. Have you kind of had an evolution of how you're handling that as far as seeking guys out or letting them come to you or being vocal or not being vocal? How has that evolved?
I'm keeping my ears open, listening to what's going on. If guys ask me things, I'll be there for them, but kind of just want to go about it by leading by example. As long as I do things the right way and how I know how to do it, hopefully people follow. If not, then we can talk about it. But we still got Elvis in the clubhouse, so he's still the main guy. But as far as on the field, whatever they need, I'll be there.
Thanks, Izzy. Appreciate you.
Questions for Izzy. Evan.
Isiah, Emily kind of touched on this, but obviously it's a tough stretch. I mean, nobody likes to lose this much. This is a young team, and you talked about getting some little things out of it. Is it hard to see those little things and what they may accumulate to in the long term right now, or what is your process in taking stuff and applying it long term that's going to make you guys better?
I mean, at this point, I think the more aggressive we play, the better. People don't really know their limit right now, in a good way, I should say. It's hard to put a ceiling on some guys. So just to be able to go and be aggressive and see what everyone's got, then you can kind of make the adjustments from there. Yesterday you seen Leota swing first pitch of the game. That looked good. Today he's swing first pitch at a home run. So kind of just talk for him to be able to talk to Chu and not be afraid to make those mistakes this year. I think that'll be the main thing, to just be aggressive and not be afraid to mess up, just to see how far and how good people actually can be and what their potential is, rather than, keeping them on a leash and not really getting the full goal or seeing what they can actually produce or do. So I think at this point of the season, it's just be aggressive and do everything. And if we make mistakes, we make mistakes. But, it's just tough to go out there and lose.
And do you believe that long-term you can learn, that this team as a group can learn how to win through nobody goes out there to lose, but you know what I'm saying, that you can learn how to win through the losing process?
The way I look at it, it's tough to win when you're not slugging the way we want to be slugging. But if we can find a way to, play small ball, win baseball games now, there's going to be a time 2-3 years down the road, hopefully next year, but 2-3 years down the road where we're a really good baseball team and we won't be hitting. So I think you can go back and look at this year and see how we could scratch runs together. So I think we need to change, the way we play a little bit and more of a small ball if that's what we have. And, just from that point on, kind of make the adjustments. And if we ever get into the situation in the future where we are off, then, we can look back to what we've done this year, small ball wise, to help us.
Thanks, Isiah. I appreciate it.
Other questions, Jeff?
Hey, you mentioned Leota. What has it been like to watch him play the last couple of weeks?
It's awesome. I mean, you see what he can do. He can. We got some really, really talented young guys. And it takes more than just talent to succeed at this level. So just want to see him be aggressive. You know, when you see him swing first pitch yesterday, today, good things happen, makes big plays on defense. You know, but you see that the line drive he misses, that shows, you know, his I wouldn't say limitations, but that shows that the aggressiveness. So now next time he knows to slow down or to go full on and dive for that ball. So I think the aggressive mistakes are good for our young guys, just so they can learn and see what their range is like, how aggressive they can be, and they can kind of just gauge things from that.
All right, man. Thank you.
Other questions for Izzy? Anything else? Chris?
Just one, Leote, Anderson, these younger guys who haven't played AA or AAA, just from your own experience of going up through the minor leagues, how do you anticipate them to, how do you anticipate them to make the adjustments as quickly as they need to, or I'm just with the short amount of time that there is this year and then going into next year, how do you think that affects how quickly they can make adjustments?
It's tough. You know, the not being able to play the games in the minor league seasons when they were down. It's tough because, you know, you look at just how guys act in the clubhouse. You know, you learn the rights and wrongs in AA and AAA, and you know, you actually that's when you make those aggressive mistakes. So for them not to be able to do that, they're gonna have to do it at this level, and you know, at this point, it is what it is.